Hey survivors, thank you so much for tuning in. This is Vonnie. In today's video, I'm going to talk about a touchy topic, and it's regarding legal situations against a narcissist. Just one thing that I think can help a lot of survivors improve their chances of winning in a legal situation or a legal battle against a narcissist. Now, these are very touchy topics. You always want to talk to your lawyer and always get legal advice and handle that from a legal end. But there also a lot of it revolves around day-to-day life, how you make decisions, and the narcissist behaviors and also your behaviors. So we're going to jump right into it, guys. And I also want to thank everybody so much for tuning in. I see this channel is growing, and I'm so thankful and blessed for that. I thank you all, guys, for supporting this channel. And I appreciate everything, guys, all your support and everything, guys. So let's talk about it. Legal battles are really rough. It's not going to be easy. This is coming from somebody who's been doing this over 10 years, back and forth downtown to the courthouse against a narcissist. And as narcissists, they are entitled. You'll see that in a legal battle against them. You'll see that they feel as though they can do certain things, whether they're breaking the rules or contracts or orders or court orders. They feel as though they can do certain things. They're entitled to this, and it'll show their sense of entitlement. It will show. As an example, a narcissist, most of them don't like paying child support. So, for example, you may see that entitlement when they have jobs, they work, but they keep skipping payments. Or you usually have options. You usually have options in most states where I guess you can call down there and tell them and make the payment online yourself, or I guess it can come out of your check. I guess the narcissist has the option to set it up either way in some cases. In other cases, it got to come directly out of their check, depending on if you had a good lawyer. So if it's a case like that where they have the option, they're going to choose the option to pay it, and they're going to skip months, and they're going to go just enough where they won't go to jail and get held in contempt. They may skip 3 months if that's the rule in your state. Because it's laws. You got to understand the laws. So if they go like 3 months and that's the rule in your state where you got 3 months before you can file contempt against a person for non-payment support, they're going to do that. They're going to it's just so ridiculous because they can be working, but they just want to control the money, control what you get, or if they get mad at you or something. It's just, the way that they feel about it. They feel like they don't owe you anything anyway. They just feel like child support is wrong, and it's coming out of their money, that when the kid is with them, they should only have to take care of the kid when the kid is in their home and feed them, but they shouldn't have to pay you any support. They just hate it, and it burns them up. And there's different debates about child support. Some people have some good arguments about it. Honestly, I looked at both sides of it, but my point of view from understanding it, this is just my point of view. We all have our own perspectives, and that's okay. But my point of view is that if the kid is with the other parent more time, it just, if they go to school from their household and they're there 5 days a week and they're only with you 2 days on the weekends, I can understand how the support would help the other parent because they got more time with the kid. And that's why a lot of narcissists are fighting for half and half, 50-50, because they want the child support lowest as possible. They don't want you to get anything, but they would love to have it where it's like literally chicken change. If you understand what I'm saying, that's a term we use in the South. Is not too much or nothing, just the lowest amount of support possible. So they're going to battle you out, try to set you up, and they're going to set you up more so on the family court end, going for the kids, trying to fight you, take you down, So one thing that I have noticed that can improve your chances of winning and make the judges even look at you a little differently is simple, guys. Doing the right thing. I'm going to repeat it. Doing the right thing can help improve your chances of winning in a legal battle, because you don't want to be the narcissist. You don't want to be the person that is rude, sarcastic, nasty, making the other person miss their parenting time, trying to set the other person up. You don't want to be that person. It takes years of healing. I'm telling you, it takes years. It's not something that happens overnight. It's not something that's easy, because you might be reacting to the abuse that the narcissist took you through, whatever they've done. A lot of them done awful things to the kids too, and it's so hard to prove it. In a lot of cases, and you might be reactive to their abuse, so you may send them sarcastic messages like, "You're never here on time. I'm sick of you. You're just stupid." That's going to make a judge look really down on you. They do not want you to disrespect the other parent. They're giving the other parent the same respect as they're giving you, because they don't know either one of you. And even though the other parent is a narcissist and abuser, some of them got criminal records, some of them got other charges, serious charges. They're trying to give them the same respect as they give you. So if you're disrespectful and be berating them, being sarcastic, all of that shows in the messages and texts and whatever, and it's just not going to look good. So that's one part of doing the right thing. It's hard to talk to a narcissist because they gaslight you, and gaslighting to me is like insulting your intelligence. You can't tell me something happened that I know didn't happen, or that something didn't happen that I know did happen. Like, I'm not crazy. So it can make you really ticked off and make you respond a certain way that you shouldn't. And honestly, a lot of us, we have to live our lives in a bubble until our legal situation is in the clear with the narcissist. It's not fair, but once you live in a bubble, you realize that you're forced to do the right thing, even if you don't agree with it. So it's a big difference with a narcissist. When they don't agree with, things that's in the court, they're going to break them. When they don't agree with something, they don't like something, they're going to break it. Give it time. It takes a narcissist typically to break orders. Some of them break them immediately. A lot of those lower functioning ones that have those anger issues and really unstable, those ones break orders immediately. But the other ones who may be just a tad little bit more smarter, it'll take them a little time. So I would give it between 1 and 3 years. And I know that's hard because you're going, to try to protect your kids or, whatever. And you're like, I don't have that time to wait. I need to protect my kid. I need to protect my child. It's just proving it and waiting for them to do bad things. It takes time to prove it. Honestly, it's not something that happens overnight. You got to prove a pattern of their behavior. And by you doing the right thing, you kind of blocking their, it's kind of like sports, playing defense or offense. You kind of blocking the things that they're doing to you, reversing them, making sure you stay on the right track, you follow the order, and they make it hard for you to follow orders because they try to trick you into breaking them with them. Like, they try to drag you down the rabbit hole with them. It takes a very vile individual to try to set somebody up. So they don't try to set you up just one way, they set you up another way. Like, for example, they may break the order. They know what time they're supposed to pick their kids up, right? And a narcissist will be always late picking the kids up. They'll say, I'm at a construction stop, or I'm at a stoplight. They'll text you that just to cover themselves because they like covering their tracks. They're real slick. And they're anywhere but in the parking lot to exchange the kids during the time, the duration. And you have no choice but to leave because they're breaking it. If you stay, it's kind of like you're okay with them doing what they're doing. And if you leave, you're showing that, hey, you're not okay with it. You have other things to do. So you have to strategize and make good decisions. In those situations where narcissists is always late, they're doing it because they don't care. They don't value your time. They don't give a flip about your time. They just only care about theirs. And usually when you're dropping the kids off to them, they're going to be there because they don't like to wait. But when you're trying to get the kids from them, they're around the corner, or they're, stuck at a train is coming by, or whatever excuses they got. And it's really, really, really aggravating because it's so disrespectful to waste somebody's time. It's really messed up, and you already know what they're doing. You know what type of person they are, but the way you respond is the important part. Your behavior shouldn't be rude, nasty, disrespectful, bullying, the type of bullying behavior. And it's hard because as survivors, we're human beings. We're not perfect. So it's just insane that somebody can bring those behaviors out of us. So when you're in legal battles, you live in a bubble. That's the truth. It's hard. It's not fair. But just know that it's going to be over one day. Nothing lasts forever. Now, 18 years is a very long time. I'm not going to lie because I'm years in, I'm years in, but I'm close to the end, guys. And I thank God for that every day. It's almost over for me, and I'm still getting tested by the narcissist. Of course, I am. So doing the right thing is just getting help. I have help with communicating with the narcissist. It's not easy because their communication is you got to figure out if you're talking to the you're pretty much in text messages or whatever, you're talking to the overt side. They're trying to cover themselves. They're trying to say, I'm at a construction site, or I'm stopped somewhere, the train stopped, I'm late. And you say, hey, I understand the problem, but I noticed that you've been late numerous times and I work with you. I can't wait anymore. You have to follow the order like I do too. It's a job. Just please take this serious because I want us to stay on the same page. It's the best for our children, and they're not really going to like how responsible you are and how you're doing the right thing. They're going to hate that. They're going to keep trying to trick you to get upset, make you angry, or all types of games. They're really childlike, like teenagers. They pick and create situations, and then they try to hurry up and get out of the situation so they won't have to go to the principal office and get yelled at. They are really slick, really slick individuals. Stay away from them completely in legal battles. Stay away. That's my biggest advice. I don't care if you got to go to a school meeting, do it over the phone. I mean, they are really sick, twisted people. They will try to set you up to get locked up or thrown in jail. They'll try to get flying monkeys to do it. I mean, you just never know. But being in person with them, you are really at risk for things going bad quickly. Stay away. So even dealing with them from a distance, like all the setups, you got to control your anger and yourself, because the court system, the legal system, from being in the legal system for years, it's really bad down there. People are fighting for their lives and dealing with being falsely accused of things, their family members being falsely accused of things. Narcissists are vicious. They'll go after any and everybody to hurt you and bring you down. You have to really be careful, keeping, living a healthy lifestyle also, because they will find out things. And, make sure you follow any orders and agreements to the T, because they will use it against you in court. Court is bad. It's character assassination. But they try to make you look so bad, like an awful person, and your behavior, the way you respond to situations, it lets the judge know how you are. You're going to be judged. Most people are not used to that situation, being judged. And then when the narcissist is in court doing their charming the judges, charming attorneys, it's just hard to believe that this person is so vicious. It's hard. So that's what we are working on, improving our strategies and chances of winning in these awful situations that we have to go through as parents and members of society. Doing the right thing. The pattern of behavior is being proved. The pattern of behavior is that the narcissist is always being late, and they're actually rude to you. They'll fuss at you because of their actions. They were like, you ain't working with me. You're wrong. You just don't care about me getting my parenting time. And you can say, I want you to have your parenting time, but I had to leave. You missed your visit, whatever happened. I can't wait on you. You're breaking a court order, and that I'm doing my part. You got to do yours, and I'm sorry you feel that way. And you take the sarcastic tone out of it because they're hypersensitive. They can tell. Well, they don't like to be disrespected. Narcissists don't, but they don't mind disrespecting others. You have to really challenge yourself, and it's challenging, but it lets you learn a lot about yourself, how strong you are. Survivors are strong, strongest people I ever met, because it takes a lot of strength to go through something like this with such a toxic person. It is nothing easy about it. Nothing, it's a nightmare, to be lied on, for your kids to be abused physically, emotionally, mentally, and just for the court still to give them their rights. It's a whole system that makes money off of, abusive, toxic people having their rights, Even if you don't believe in it, it's good that you follow the rules so you won't lose all the rights to your children or whatever. You got to really do the self-work and really be spiritual, because it really helps. But doing the right thing and not letting the narcissist bring the bad side out of you can help you, But if you slip up and you just can't take it anymore, you lose your cool, it's going to make you look bad, because narcissists are snitches. They tell everything. You know, they are title tellers. They tell everything, but it's all to make you look bad and all to win. And they won't admit to their bad things that they do. They might admit to something that's not severe just to not look, off. They're really slick, but but the most severe stuff, really bad stuff, they're not going to admit to it. They are really slick individuals. They are snakes in the grass. And you're really going to have to really control yourself. If you doing no contact the right way, they're going to try to get you by way of texts and phone calls or whatever. Throw those threats in where you can't prove them through the phone. That's why I don't answer the phone calls from them. Make them text you or get on Our Family Wizard or whatever, because they like doing stuff that they can't prove. To me, they are criminals. They don't mind breaking the law. They are criminals. They don't even belong in this society that normal people live in, because they break the law. They don't mind intimidating you, harassing you, sending you anonymous letters in the mail. I mean, they are really twisted and sick. They do what they got to do to win and to look good. If you got a court date and this narcissist never pays child support, but the court date is in 6 months, next thing you know, you start getting payments all the way up to that date. They just want to look good. They don't want to be yelled at in front of the judge. They're really sick and twisted individuals, But, don't fuss at them and say, you don't pay your child support anyway. You're not going to see the kids. No, you got to follow the law, because down there, they're going to paint you as bad. They're in control of, those type of decisions. You can't control them. You just got to follow what they ask you to do. And it sucks, but it's going to show that you can follow orders, you can behave, you are respectful, you are honest, you are straightforward. They're going to respect those qualities. And the narcissist is excuses. That's their way of lying without taking the blow too hard. They're going to have tons of excuses, and it's going to be kind of exhausting, because they're going to say, wow, like, this person has no excuses. This person has a lot of excuses. Not saying this is going to make you actually let you win everything. It's going to improve your chances of winning in a legal battle, because a lot of people make mistakes. We are human. We make mistakes. We slip up. Some people even invite the narcissists over to the house. I would never have them over, because they will set you up. So yeah, those are the things that I wanted to go over with you guys. Be careful out here. Everybody's doing good. I've been online looking at other people's stories and getting everything, looking at mine. But narcissists are out here this year. They got tons of excuses. They're trying to cover up their tracks. Just show the pattern that they're doing. It takes time. I said it could take 1 to 3 years, but they're going to slip up. Just keep letting them reveal themselves. It's hard. It takes time to learn how to do it. But, you can do it. You can do it. And it's stressful, but you can do it. Just keep saving. I know a lot of people got stimuluses and, try to save, because you never know when you're going to go back downtown or how your legal situation is going to turn out. Just try to be healthy, in any way that you can. And those of you who are really suffering from mental issues brought on by the narcissist, make sure you seek that help, professional mental help. There's nothing wrong with it. They can get you back on track, get you back being healthy again. And, just keep yourself aware of what they're doing, because they're really doing stuff. It's invisible abuse. You can prove the invisible abuse because their patterns are going to show. It takes time, but they're going to show, especially if you're doing it the right way. So I'm going to wrap that up on that note, y'all. Tell me what y'all think about this video, guys, and I will talk to you later.